Hey everyone, Daniel here. Ethereum versus Solana. Which one will truly dominate the crypto world long term? If you've wondered which of these blockchain giants holds the keys to the future, stick around, because I'm about to reveal some surprising facts that could change how you see them completely. Ethereum and Solana are two of the biggest names in crypto today, and they're often seen as direct competitors. Both are leading platforms for smart contracts, NFTs, and decentralized finance. But here's the big question everyone asks. Which blockchain will come out on top? Is Ethereum's proven track record and massive developer community enough? Or will Solana's blazing speed and lower transaction costs steal the crown? To understand this better, let's start by breaking down what sets these platforms apart. Ethereum is often considered the grandfather of smart contract blockchains, having pioneered the concept and built an enormous ecosystem around it. But Ethereum's popularity has brought some major drawbacks, most notably its notoriously high transaction fees, often called gas fees, and its slower speeds. On the other hand, Solana was created specifically to solve these exact problems. Solana boasts lightning-fast transactions, often processing thousands per second, compared to Ethereum's much slower rate. Additionally, transaction fees on Solana are typically just fractions of a cent. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the twist. Speed and low cost aren't everything. So, what might hold Solana back from truly overtaking Ethereum? Ethereum's biggest strength lies in its massive developer community and extensive network effects. Most major DeFi projects, NFTs, and decentralized applications are currently built on Ethereum, giving it an enormous advantage in terms of ecosystem and infrastructure. Think of Ethereum like Apple's iOS. It might not always have the absolute best technical specs, but the sheer size of its ecosystem often outweighs the competition. But does this mean Solana can't catch up? Or is there room for both to thrive simultaneously? Here's another crucial factor to consider: decentralization. Ethereum is widely recognized as highly decentralized, with thousands of nodes around the globe, making it incredibly secure. Solana, however, sacrifices some decentralization in exchange for its impressive speed and efficiency. But is this trade-off worth it? Or does it pose risks that users and investors haven't fully grasped yet? This decentralization debate is significant because it's deeply tied to security and trust. More decentralization usually means greater security, reducing the risk of hacks or network failures. Ethereum, being more decentralized, is generally seen as safer. Yet Solana's centralized approach allows it to fix and upgrade the network more rapidly. So, do users actually prefer security over convenience? Or is the promise of cheap and quick transactions too appealing? Now let's talk upgrades, because both platforms have massive updates planned. Ethereum's major shift to Ethereum 2.0 has been widely publicized, promising significant improvements to speed, fees, and energy consumption. If successful, this upgrade could potentially neutralize Solana's biggest advantages. But can Ethereum truly deliver on these huge promises? Solana, meanwhile, isn't standing still. It continues enhancing its performance and expanding its ecosystem rapidly. Major projects and investors have already started flocking to Solana, attracted by its efficiency and lower costs. But does Solana have enough staying power to build an ecosystem that rivals Ethereum's long-standing dominance? And here's something most people overlook: adoption and branding. Ethereum's brand recognition is currently unmatched, making it the default blockchain choice for institutions, businesses, and many first-time crypto users. But here's where it gets fascinating. Could Solana eventually build a brand powerful enough to overshadow Ethereum's dominance? Before we fully answer this, there's one more critical aspect we haven't touched yet: investment returns. Many crypto enthusiasts aren't just interested in technology or decentralization, they also care deeply about making money. So, which blockchain, Ethereum or Solana, could potentially offer better long-term investment returns? Stay tuned, because in just a moment, I'll break down exactly which one might deliver higher returns, based on key factors most investors completely ignore. When it comes to potential investment returns, Ethereum's long-standing position gives it a significant advantage. It's deeply embedded within the crypto market, and many analysts believe it still has considerable room for growth. Ethereum has the trust of institutional investors, established companies, and countless developers, making it a relatively safe bet with solid potential for steady growth. But could its sheer size and slower pace of innovation actually limit your returns compared to investing in a newer, faster-growing blockchain? Solana, on the other hand, represents a potentially higher risk but possibly higher reward scenario. It's already proven its capacity for rapid growth, especially in the NFT and gaming sectors where its low fees and quick transaction speeds make it incredibly attractive. Early Solana investors have seen massive returns. However, does Solana have the resilience to sustain growth long-term? Or is it at risk of becoming just another fleeting crypto hype? One key consideration most investors miss is the support from major venture capital firms. Solana has secured backing from some of the most influential investors in the crypto world. This backing not only provides financial stability, but also powerful networks and resources that can rapidly accelerate its ecosystem growth. Ethereum, by contrast, relies heavily on its decentralized community for funding and development. Could this difference give Solana an unexpected advantage in the race for blockchain dominance? Another crucial element to consider is how each platform handles scalability. Scalability is basically the ability to handle millions or even billions of users without slowing down or becoming prohibitively expensive. Ethereum's developers are actively addressing scalability with Ethereum 2.0, which aims to drastically increase transaction speeds and reduce fees. But here's the important question. Will Ethereum's upgrade come soon enough to fend off Solana's rapid momentum? Solana's architecture already incorporates advanced scalability solutions, allowing it to scale effortlessly to millions of transactions per second without significant increases in cost or performance issues. Its speed and low fees already position it ahead in this critical area. But is Solana's scalability truly sustainable in the long run? Or will unforeseen issues emerge as its user base grows? Then there's the environmental impact, a factor increasingly important to investors and users. Ethereum currently relies on energy-intensive proof-of-work mining, but its transition to Ethereum 2.0 will significantly reduce its environmental footprint. Solana, by design, already operates with significantly lower energy consumption. Could this become a deciding factor as sustainability increasingly influences investment decisions worldwide? Now, we've looked at technology, decentralization, security, scalability, environmental impact, branding, and investment potential. But here's something equally important: community support and developer enthusiasm. Ethereum has a passionate global community, with tens of thousands of developers constantly building innovative projects. This strong community support has made Ethereum incredibly resilient. But could Solana eventually foster a similarly vibrant community that matches or even exceeds Ethereum's dedicated followers? Ultimately, the blockchain that dominates the future might not be the one with the most advanced tech or lowest fees. Instead, it could be the one that successfully balances innovation, security, scalability, community support, branding, and environmental sustainability. Ethereum has an enormous head start and continues to make promising strides. However, Solana's remarkable speed, lower fees, and growing ecosystem make it impossible to dismiss as a serious competitor. So, who wins the battle between Ethereum and Solana? The truth is, it might not be a zero-sum game at all. Just like Apple and Android coexist, both Ethereum and Solana could thrive, serving different segments of the market and user needs. Savvy investors and crypto enthusiasts may want to consider the strengths and weaknesses of both blockchains carefully, and consider diversifying across both to minimize risk while maximizing potential returns. The crypto world moves rapidly, and today's winner might not hold the crown forever. Keep a close eye on both platforms. Stay informed and be ready to adapt as the market evolves. Thanks for tuning in, stay curious, invest wisely, and I'll see you in the next video.